This is Dan Riley for Sports Talk on Passionate World Internet Radio. That fight we saw on the field after the Michigan-Ohio State game was an embarrassment, period. Regardless what anybody thinks, nobody comes away from this innocent of anything. There's a lot of blame to go around, and both programs are going to have to take a good long look in the mirror after this. They're both back to square one. For starters, it's indeed mind-blowing Michigan's players would plant a flag at midfield of OSU's stadium, given the Wolverines have a pedestrian overall record of 7-5 this year and a mediocre 5-4 record in conference play. What are you guys planting a flag for? You only won by a field goal. Ohio State has to come away from this looking in the mirror too. Ryan Day clearly hasn't explained to his players that attacking someone on television like Will Smith at the Oscars is a dumb idea. Once the game is over, you will be arrested if you hit someone, period. Look, I'm not going to let the police off the hook either. It's a bad look when a Michigan officer first decides to spray pepper spray at an Ohio State player instead of taking an alternate course of action. There's nothing to come away proud in all of this. Ryan Day's job is probably gone in all likelihood. Michigan's team, for the record, looks boorish over a win that was meaningless in the grand scheme of things. Both programs can only look in the mirror and blame themselves for the consequences they face. That $100,000 fine might not be enough. And Michigan has already let go of its offensive coordinator. These two programs haven't had the glory they used to decades ago. And in a way, it's like last year's championship never even happened for Michigan. Think about it. One little fight, and we're acting as if Michigan didn't even win, let alone Ohio State. Both teams are back to square one, and knowing how to properly deal with opponents after a game is where they're going to have to start, and that's pathetic. This is Dan Riley for Sports Talk. Thank you for tuning in, and so long.